So, Roblox-Encounters. It's been popular for quite a while now. I was gonna have it as an underrated Roblox game video, but it is now a front page game. So I don't think you can call that underrated. It is a fighting game similar to Super Smash Brothers. In like, you have to hit people off to deal damage. But what's unique about this game is the fact that each character has stamina. And the stamina is like you gain 10 every second you're on the ground, and you lose some depending on your moves, what you use. Now there are 20 characters, 20 whole characters plus 20 whole skins for each one of those characters. And they all have unique moveset. These three here, Construct, Ryan and Venna, those are the three you get for free. You got just close range, middle, and just long range. And then you've got so many other characters like gun character, grenades, umbrella, lightning, baseball bat, like there's so ice, Jojo, like there's so many other ones like that. It's so unique. Like it's such a great game. So in this video, I'm gonna show you through what characters you can use and which one, like a guide on every single character. So if you don't want to do the meta, that's fine. I will give you a meta for each individual character and just some strats. So let's go on to the video. First character I'm going to do is Construct, the first basic character you get. And Construct is like a statue thing, and yeah, like Construct's a statue, like possessed or something. And I'm going to just show you what Construct can do. Construct is a very hard hitter who can deal a lot of damage to their opponents, and they can also take a lot back. But Construct, not known for movement capabilities at all, because it's very slow, and you can run out of stamina really easily. Like literally your attacks are like one weaker attack with your left hand, like one swing with the right, and then a massive slam down. But the ultimate is one massive attack, like one just big swing, and if you land it, they're basically dead as long as they're like above 50 damage or so. But if you're playing Construct, you want to look out for characters like Venna or Zhao, anyone with range, because you can really take damage from them. But if they are like Venna, and they're really just long range, then you can just get close to them, then they just have to run and run away. So if you're Construct and you're in a match with a ranged character, chase after them first. So Ryan is an up-close swordsman who isn't as tanky or heavy hitting as Construct, but a lot faster, and this is actually my first time using Ryan. So yeah, I'll show you through him. Ryan is the second of all the three characters you get at the start, which are Ryan, Construct and Venna, and he's quite popular with new players because maybe he's an anime sword fighter, Super Smash Bros, and he is short and long range and movement, so you got like an attack for every different type, and your ultimate, you can attack from basically anywhere along the map as long as you look at them. And yeah, you can hit them, but then you can also save yourself. So he's an all-rounder. You're pretty easy to learn how to play with him. Quite a fun character for newcomers. Mai is a character. Well, what you want to do is just attack. If you want, you can just stay back and attack, or you can stay up close and attack. And if you're in danger, you can easily get out of there. Mai is a character who you can just not be in the fight and people will be fine, because you can just deal damage. Like, people just say, it's just a little bit of damage, but then that stacks up and you probably will end up winning the match. But her main ability, like main gimmick, is invisibility, and it lasts quite a good while. And like, it when it's paired with your primary move, which takes up 1 stamina, so you can literally just hit it and never run out of stamina. And secondary, which is like a range version but takes up 15 stamina and bigger hitbox. You can just build up your special, which is a dash. Like a dash, and if you hit them during the dash, they get launched. But she can do a close range attack for quite a while, well, infinitely. But doesn't mean she should do it, because most other people with close range, they're probably going to be better. Maybe not like Avash or something. Like, his close range isn't that good. So Venna is a long range person who I hate. Venna is so annoying. You can just hit them, and then like it drags you along the ground, kind of. It's like keeps you just sliding along the ground off the edge. You're dead. But you do have to have good aim. Like, if you're trash, don't mind. When it's not for you. But you do have that's only the first attack. Then like your second attack does like further multiple hours. Venna is the long range of the third, and like you can knock someone off really easily, but it's quite low damage. The first attack is a charge up, and then you hit them and they get taken away, kind of. But the second attack, which is like a bunch of rapid fire arrows, that does more damage and knockback. And then the grapple move no one really uses. So just if you are like right next to like someone like Seth, then yeah, you can grapple. But yeah. And your ultimate is like the amount of power of the first attack and the speed of the second attack. And like, so just anyone with any good close range, you probably will struggle against. Royce is basically a fighting game character if you don't want to play fighting games. He is kind of just like Arsenal and stuff, because he's guns, and yeah, just gun. So if you like guns, this is for you. Royce is the gunman. He's like, if you played Arsenal or Bad Business or whatever, you're gonna be good playing as him, because you got a pistol, which is one shot, like 10 stamina, and then and then your second attack swaps it out into AKs, which are quite fast, and your third attack only using a little bit of time. It's just like a flashbang. You can hit yourself with it, not very good, but like you can see if someone's blinded, which is very useful. So I would just recommend staying back, attacking, building up your ultimate, which is a minigun, and just using it on your opponents. It can absolutely kill them. if they have over like 20 damage dealt to them. So yeah, but he doesn't have any close range attacks, like unless someone's rushing you, you flashbang them and run. But yeah, if anyone with close range, they'll just come up to you and you're kind of stuck. I didn't properly get time to cover Avash, but Avash is a great fighter. You can just run around, start being attacked. You can just throw your bombs down and just make the whole map a minefield. Love Avash. Avash is the bomberman of the fighters, and he's very fun to play because like you can play very chill or you can strategize. His attacks are like you got a smooth slash, so like very weak though in close range. Secondary, a grenade to hold it in your hand, control the entire map, or wait until it almost explodes and throw it at your opponent. His special is a Molotov cocktail, makes part of the ground into a danger zone to hurt the players, and his ultimate is he goes invisible and runs up to a person, attaches a bomb, and once that explodes, they're gone. And he is a blast to play, pun intended. Synth is someone who I'm not very good at. Like Synth, okay, you got your basic punch, then you got a little lasso to bring them closer to you, and then your E attack. It makes people in your area slow down for like a nanosecond, a picosecond even. Flexing that maths knowledge. Synth is a close range character with a lasso and can score KOs very fast. Her main attacks are the lasso charging up and you throw it, a standard punch which is like kind of same level as Ryan's sword. Third attack makes like a little area around her and that slows them down and is quite good for making combos. Synth is one of the characters who each attack they get them 25 charge for their ultimate, but like they're not that good, similar to Don. Like the ultimate is just a slam on the ground. It launches anyone nearby. Yeah, so it's quite good still. But Synth is kind of similar to Gunzo because they don't have range really, but like you can do range with a lasso. So just go up to people and attack. Walter, someone you can relax with. You can get like your main attacks, normal regular attacks, but umbrella. You use umbrella, don't die. If you have 100 energy, if you get knocked off, no need to dash towards the edge. Umbrella. Walter is a survivor. He can last a whole match without losing a life. If he plays his cards right, his moves are like a hold up charge with an umbrella, just a normal whack with his umbrella. The special is Fortnite. Use your umbrella to just glide, and that you can survive for ages because you're falling asleep. And his ultimate is a massive tornado is just appears by him, like he's in the middle, and anyone he's near just gets launched away in the tornado. Luckily it follows you, but if someone's in the eye of the storm, they won't get affected. Walter is kind of close range, like, yeah, mostly close range, but like you can have a little bit of a range, so just in case. But like you're great for movement, so any stronger close range, you can just escape from. Poppy is a fighter which does most of their attacks with just crowd control. You just take over, you find a space, you take it, and you just make it yours for a while. They can't stay in there, they can't go in there, otherwise they're taking damage. So like you're kind of in your own little place with Poppy. Poppy is the other crowd control character whose her main attack is placing down buckets of chemicals and detonating them. Like the first attack is placing it down, another attack is exploding them. Like, but there's sadly a limit, so you can't take over the entire map. But like, if you can't really get your head around that, just imagine it as C4. The normal attack, the regular attack, is just a spray, kind of like a Charlemagne's ice attack. The spray as well. But the special, not really anything fancy, it's just a kick. But like, it's supposed to be paired up with the goop, because the goop gets you stuck. And yeah, you just goop them, kick, boom, they're gone. So Poppy, just go around, like on maps where most maps have one massive island, a bunch of mini islands. You can take over about 2 mini islands worth of buckets. So make sure, if someone's getting too close to you, make sure they cannot get close to you. Now Zhao is one of my favourite. Zhao, your electricity boy, you can literally just stay back, lightning strike, boom, that's damage. And when you're close to them, boom, great damage. And you have a grappler, if people find you annoying, you can just run away. And your special, just stay near them, boom, flung. Great guy. Zhao is one of the most popular characters in Encounters. He has solid close, solid long range, and movement attack, and very cool design. Normal close range is just a jab with, or like a swing and stuff with his spear. His long range is a right click, boom, lightning bolt over there, and the movement is a grapple. You can get out of a situation as well as going towards the enemy using your ultimate, which is a field, and like if they're in the whole time, then they get launched. So Zhao is a strong, fast character and fits many playstyles. Hannah is a really strong character. Like you got great like range and melee at the same time. Like if you're close, like a good area around you with one of your attacks, that's just damage. And like, it's quite strong. Yeah. Hannah is a very strong close and long range character whose close range attack can also deal long range, and their long range attack can also deal close range. So yeah. The first attack is just a smack with her fan, which is similar to Gunzo's. The second attack is hold down, launch a projectile, and the special is just hit downwards, helps you move around. The ultimate is kind of like Walter's. It's like a tornado, but you launch it instead. So yeah, Hannah is mostly actually a mix. So for this one I'm using Lumberjack Seth, and Seth is a little bit infamous, you know, for one thing. Seth does a lot of damage, very fast, but it takes up a lot of energy. And also he's got the mimic mask, the mimic. Seth is the ultimate close range fighter and can deal way too much damage if the opponent doesn't get out of the way. Seth's move is just like you go an average swing with the chainsaw. He swings round the chainsaw and spins, and that can do a lot of damage. The special is you put like a ring, a little red ring will spawn around you, get closer to you, and once it touches you, then a massive beam will get summoned. Like you can use it, but like I wouldn't recommend it. Like it can kill people quite easily, but it can also kill you quite easily. Seth's ultimate, he goes into like a big strong mode, and he can use his chainsaw, and that does a lot of knockback. It's kind of like Hamza's special. So just remember, if you play Seth, get up close to your enemies, and you'll be all good. One of my personal favorites, Don. He is a combat boy. He can, he's like just go up to someone, 4 attacks, boom, you got your special fireball. But it's a very weak fireball, so it explains why you can get it so easily. I like Don. Don is another strong close range fighter. He's kind of similar to Ryu from Street Fighter. His attacks, you got a punch, which just is more for damage, a kick, which is more for knockback, and a slam, where he grabs his opponent and slams him down into the ground. And it can be used to KO by slamming them off the edge, and they'll probably die, but if they have enough stamina, they'll survive. But if you don't, you can also not save yourself. Don gets his special his ultimate quite easily, 4 hits, but it's not that good. It's just a small little fireball, but you can still use it as a super strong attack. So, in my opinion, I think Don is the second strongest close range character in the game. So, yeah, like it. Elena is the true just sit back character. You can it's very support. You can just attack from the sides with like normal, and you can place down a turret, but it does give the other players free like charge. And your final attack is like Samus from Super Smash Bros. Elena is a long-range character who places turrets. Her attacks are multiple shots from a cannon. Her right click is she throws a shuriken at the opponent, and her special is a turret. It has a timer and health bar. It lasts for 60 seconds, and if you punch it enough times or attack it enough times, then it will die kind of, but it also gives you charge for your ultimate, which Elena's is a massive beam, kind of like Samus's. Like there's a small delay after you press to activate it. Just look wherever you need to, and it'll release the big beam and knock anyone away nearby. Is that a Jojo reference? Yes. Pack 2 is our Jojo character. You got stand, you got some normal attacks if you want to do, but you can very easily play keep away, you can time stop. So, my BA players, well, we use bizarre bench players, you'll have a good time with this character. Pack 2 is a Jojo character who is mainly close range. His attacks are like a regular punch from Pack 2 itself, a mega big boy punch from his stand, and time stop. It takes a couple moments to activate, and it does a sphere around, and anyone in that zone during the end throws in space. I recommend using it always on the ground, but it's hard to do that, because if they're in the air you have to jump and attack them. after, and you can just deal damage with no damage to yourself. Pac-2's ultimate is he summons his stand for a while, and you have like a little purple ring around you. If someone's in that ring, hold left click on them, and they will start getting barraged. Or if they're too far away, right click and it'll send damaging rings their way. Charlemagne is pretty fly for a nice guy. Charlemagne is a pretty nice guy to play as because you freeze your opponents. Your attacks are a spray of ice, kind of like Poppy's spray of gas, I think it is. Throwing an ice cube, which has quite a lot of gravity, and creating a frozen zone that follows you around, but only works on the ground. His ultimate, it freezes anyone near you for a very short time, but if you throw an ice cube at them, then they will be launched so far that they have been KO'd. So, recommend building up special, using that, and then you can get your easy kills. Gunzo is a fighter that it reminds me a lot of Overwatch. Yeah, to be honest, it actually reminds me of Overwatch. But Gunzo, you got your hook, you got your basic attack, and yeah, pretty simple. Gunzo is like the Overwatch kind of character. He's the most Overwatch, in my opinion, in the game. And he has good close range and good long range. Gunzo's attacks are like a grapple, but it only you only have just hit enemies. Like, you can't actually move yourself by just hitting the ground. Like, it'll hit the enemy, bring you towards them, and yeah, but they can't move during that. His normal attack is just a hit normally with his like chain, kunai chain I think it is, and a bigger attack with more range and does way more damage. His ultimate starts spinning, and anyone who touches his spin tornado that he's in, they will get launched. Like, it won't really work too well when he is on just in the middle of the map, but if he's on the edge, then they'll probably get killed. Kuzanji is the second main swords person, after Ryan, and yeah, I'll show you through how to play with Kuzanji. Kuzanji is the other sword fighter in the game who can damage boost. His attacks are a swipe with a sword, a dash with both, but that is the damage boost, but it might just be in my experience. I managed to boost through Fiona's ultimate, and his special is a parry sword swipe. Not that much damage normally, but if you use it while someone's say you got a Mai just attacking you in close range, and you use that, it'll deal devastating damage, like 100. His ultimate is anyone disappearing, anyone close to where he disappears will be combo attacked and KO'd. Okay, now I'm gonna start going through the characters that I like to play. So first, Fiona. Actually, my least favourite to play. So Fiona is someone who you can go long range, but I wouldn't really recommend it. It gets way better at close range. But yeah, so what I would do with Fiona, one of their main things is their knife and the spin. Fiona is a character with a gimmick of knives, and they're close range. Fiona, her first attack is just a random hit with the knife. Second is a throwing knife, which doesn't do that much damage at first. It attaches to enemies, like if you hit one of them. But that paired with her spinjitzu attack will be able to teleport you wherever it goes. But since you have to use 2 attacks to use that teleport, I wouldn't always recommend it, like, because there's also a limit on how far, so you can't, if you're about to die, you've been launched off, you can't just teleport all the way back. But, like, if you don't, but her special, ultimate, is, like, there's a bubble kind of around her, where there's just going to be damage and knock back. Anyone in there gets a quick KO'd. So, yeah. Fiona is a fast fighter. So Hamza is someone you can just stay back, deal some damage, but you can also do close hit. Like, you do not that good long range, very good close range, and you have trampolines. Fun. Hamza is the last fighter on the list at this point in time. He is a close and a long range character, with a Fortnite sound as one attack. His attacks are a swing with his bat, a slingshot attack, and to summon a trampoline which can boost yourself up. You regain stamina each bounce, only a little bit though, so I wouldn't recommend it. They do disappear after some time. His ultimate, he becomes invincible to any damage, and his big bat becomes metal, so he can deal a lot more damage. I'd like to say thank you guys for watching. This is the Encounters trailer I got on. You guys can watch. So thank you guys for watching this video. I've put in a lot of time and effort. That's why I haven't uploaded for a while. So yeah, I think you guys should play Encounters. It is like the best fighting game on Roblox. And also like and subscribe to me.